chump. Mr. Kennedy here, as if I needed an introduction. Just calling to say that the word on the street is that Teddy Long made a match for us tonight on SmackDown. Look, I got no problem with you, but it seems like T. Lowe's doing you some sort of favor by putting you in the ring with a legend in the making like myself. I guess maybe he owes you a favor or something? Anyway, I know you're gonna go out there and do your thing, and I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. Just stay out of my way until the bell rings. Try not to embarrass yourself, and I'll try to go on easy on you after that. Ciao, fella.
Mr. Kennedy!
I turn up the trouble till it gets real loud. I feel so much better than we're already. Mess with your mind, 'cause I know that I can. Gonna see how much I can quit today, yeah. Gonna serve to feel like it just won't quit. Get used to my rubbing your nose in it. Step a little closer, close to my fire. Troubles my drug takes me higher and higher. Turn up the music, light up the crowd. Turn up the gas.
Now that I have everybody's attention, I would just like to remind you that I weigh in tonight at 246 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! And the opponent, who has no chance whatsoever of victory here tonight, he hails from some inbred village of mentally deficient hicks, born to parents who happen to be first cousins. He perpetually struggles with personal hygiene.
Oh, what's he doing? I love Mr. Kennedy's introductions. Kennedy!
Well, I don't think anyone's ever interrupted Mr. Kennedy quite like that before. But if you ask me, it's a long time coming. Good evening to our fans from Vancouver, British Columbia. Michael Cole and Taz at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight. Eh, partner?
Hey, Cole, it's pretty funny. You said, hey. You know, like the Canadians, they always go, hey. You know, hey.
What can I say, Taz? The enthusiasm of these Vancouver fans is contagious. I can't remember the last time I saw a crowd this pumped up for SmackDown action. Nice reversal.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was... Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. That was a textbook reversal.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to happen.
Oh, God. I think every guy watching this knows how painful this has got to be. Well, except you, Cole.
I know I do, and in times like these, I'm glad to stay on this side of the announce table. The adrenaline is pumping, the crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. Oh, man, I'm telling you, this will not improve your odds of winning any.
You can say that again, Taz. A vicious series of blows there in the corner of the ring.
Dodge that bullet. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match and you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
Look at this. Using the steel ring steps as a weapon.
And that's a great way to take the fight right out of your opponent in a hurry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're going to see that fire go out pronto. Mr. Kennedy's my kind of guy. He'll talk smack right to your face, and he can back it up with his body in that ring.
He certainly is for sure. One could do without that enormous ego of his.
There it is, Cole. Blood in the water. The end is near.
How can you sound so excited, Taz? These are human beings in the ring, for God's sake.
Correction, Cole. These are WWE superstars. And sometimes this is what you do to win a match. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole. This crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that the fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy. He's got the crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just... Here's the pin. This could be it. Here's your winner, The Beast.
Well, look who's coming to the ring with Mark Henry. Everyone's favorite loudmouth, Mr. Kennedy.
You don't think this has anything to do with Mr. Kennedy's little, what do you call it, altercation with Mark Henry's opponent last week, do you?
I think it's got everything to do with that, Taz. Kennedy's up to something. He doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what it is.
I walk through this land like a runner's man. Never can you imagine the pain that I bring. If I said I'm a do it in the streets of this thing, it's a K-I-N, G-N Hill while it's banned in the world. And I have no fear. I'm the mean and the mean, the nightmare dreams, the root of all evil. Weak fear me, yeah. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Beat 'em up, break his neck, beat 'em up, break his neck, beat 'em up, break his neck, beat 'em up.
Hey, what's Kennedy doing?
Look, he's grabbing the mic. Shh, shut up.
Now making his way to the ring, the latest victim of the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. A man who deserves everything he's about to get tonight. A superstar who, as it turns out, isn't much of a star at all. I give you, what's his name? What's his name?
Welcome to a sold-out SmackDown from San Antonio, Texas. Do we have an exciting show for you tonight?
Oh, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait for the action to start.
Just that reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Wow, great reversal. Even if you end up winning a match like this, you're gonna be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotion, this superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're gonna see that fire go out pronto. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were gonna wind up against each other. You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestling.
Oh, man, this is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here.
Oh, come on, quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before, Taz. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're gonna get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys. But these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind. What a reversal.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll...
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now. I don't use the word evil lightly. That's all that comes to mind when I look at Mark Henry and the delight he takes in destroying his fellow superstars.
Evil's just a word that low-lander, low-life. I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Nice quick counter. When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't...
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Well, I'll tell you this much. There ain't no doubt in my mind that Mark Henry really is the world's strongest man. The power of this guy is purely awesome.
It's downright scary is what it is, Taz. Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd, though, Cole. That's a huge distraction in my opinion.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what.
Can you believe this? Mr. Kennedy's organizing a mugging of Mark Henry's opponent.
What is Kennedy doing? He's calling for the timekeeper's bell.
Oh my God! Kennedy almost took his head off!
That's my boy, you understand? You mess with Kennedy, you're messing with me.
Now do you see? Now do you see what happens when you disrespect me? Now do you realize that you are insignificant next to Mr. Kennedy? Kennedy!